Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode at 6 p.m. I've recorded this episode already today, but my OBS crashed on me. My favorite version of the crash, where it doesn't tell me in any way, it just pops up a little window, but that window is not like given priority, so it's under my Monster Train window, so I have no idea until I finish the recording and see that it's a minute and a half. OBS doesn't close, it just pops up a little window that says OBS has crashed. Here's where you can find the log, and then when you click OK, it closes. So, that sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. Hope you're well. I'm fine. We're gonna get going, because Monster Train is, or not Monster Train, this is not Monster Train's fault, this is OBS's fault. OBS has disrespected me, and I don't like it. I'm gonna play the same combo I played. It's just, 2 in 1 week. You hate to see it. Man, I've lost 3 videos this week to just random shit going wrong in OBS, which is terrible. Very bad, but this was the combo. I won the run. I played Shellsmith. I played Shattered Shell. We'll see what we get here today. Hope all is well with you. I'm just gonna get going. No question today. You can type whatever you want. Tell me how your day was. That's what you can tell me today. I mean, it's actually, you're probably watching this like in the afternoon. So how about, let's see, it's Friday today actually. So tell me if you got any cool weekend plans. That's what you can tell me for comment engagement. I had a question in the last video, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Exile Wurmkin, Exile Awoken, Soul Sucker, Spell Shield, Patient, Shelter, Razor Sharp, Soul Siphon. In the last run, I had Proclamation, and I got a lot of respect for Proclamation now. But this run does not have that. I will not let it deter me. This is the choice, Emblem of the Exiles versus Trader's Quill. My mind tells me I'm meant to click Emblem of the Exiles, but Trader's Quill, Exile Wurmkin, is very good. It's very, very good. Did I have a consume in my starter? I had Shelter. Oh yeah, I'm taking Trader's Quill. This is a good start. I like it a lot. I like Shellsmith. I am going to feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. You will not. Exile Awoken, or just Awoken in general, I feel like synergizes well with Shellsmith because you have bad survival in Awoken. Put a Shattered Shell behind this unit. Go nuts. Now, I probably shouldn't take this artifact. Yeah, I'm gonna play it cool. I've been playing too aggressive lately with my pack shards for basically no reason and for no gain. I'm gonna play it a little more passive. We had a few close calls in the run that I played before this. Again, you'll never know, sadly. But I'm gonna be watching OBS like a hawk. I thought I was already watching OBS like a hawk. I kept looking over and I was like, OBS says everything is fine. I don't know what's going on over there. What was just a weird number popping up? I don't know. And I go to look at the recording and I go, oh, OBS has crashed. I will never recover. I will not be coming back from this one. Both my shelters on the bottom was a bit of a shame. Just need to make sure I ping this foot soldier and hopefully draw back into the shelters. We'll see. Hate this boss. I hate playing Weight of Contrition. I think you play Echo Break and then you shelter. I gave myself a lot more of a clean combat here. Been doing a lot of cutting it too close lately. And my turn. Been doing a lot of cutting it too close lately though, I feel. So it's nice to take a nice comfortable path through. A Purple Shelter versus Echo Transfer. I actually kind of want to take the damage scaling. I have Razor Sharps, but I already have 2 shelters. I can make more of this card. This is a purple version though, but I think the damage is worth more right now. I like the purple steel enhancer a lot. Purple card's very good for us here. Is there a steel shop here? There is. I'm going to the Awoken banner. I want to play 1 of 2 sweepers, and I also want to upgrade at the magic shop. Yeah, 1 of 2 sweepers. Here's Husk Hermit. Hello, Husk Hermit. Holdover would be great. Double stack, not as good, but primarily just want to make shelter. Actually, no, double stack is really good. I apologize. Double stack is excellent. My mistake. Double stack goes on shelter. This card is very strong. We're going to look for 1 repeater proc. Advanced Prototype takes away any fear of death, but I don't think I really fear death right now. Mark of an Exile is worth like 20 HP maybe. I think it's Curse Vines. Advanced Prototype falls off pretty heavily. Curse Vines is nice, gives us a little ping and a little reorganization power. So I will take the trial. Early game here is going to be a little bit touch and go, and I'm going to keep my pack shards. I'm not going to take any more pack shards. That's what I'm going to say. I solemnly swear. The reason it's going to be tough is because I don't have great scaling for Husk Hermit right now. But, on the bright side, my man Husk Hermit, he does not need health. And he doesn't need me to keep enemies alive. Like, it's a pretty low brain power combat. I just kind of throw stuff at the enemies and watch them die, eventually. But like, my scaling is from Razor Sharp, so it's just how fast can I draw Razor Sharp through Root Seeds. The answer may shock you, it's pretty fast. But I will need to get some sort of sustainable etch going on, so that Echo Right is not in danger, as he is presently. Probably just going to be looking for one proc of Repeater even. If you pull the spikes to the front, I should have been doing this. If you pull the spikes to the front, I take less damage overall. Not a big issue, but, you know. We can also find the Wurmkin Stone. I don't remember what that card's called ever. Worm Catching, that's what it's called. Or Broken Memories. Either of those will work. Spell Chain Broken Memories, and we can just loop an infinite Shelter setup. This card's purple, but this card's Shelter. This card's Razor Sharp Edge. Glimmer's pretty good because I don't mind. I don't hate a little heal. I need purples to make Shelter stronger, but Razor Sharp Edge is also just nice to have a third one of. I think I'm gonna go for Razor Sharp. Shard Soul Carver is purple reliant. I don't love it. It's probably the best of the worst, but he's reliant on how many Inspires I have, and the answer to that question is not that many right now. So I'm gonna hold out hope. I think that Animus of Will or First of Kin are better. Multi-strike, very nice. Fog Deep Cocoon. Oh, that's really good too. That's Trample Sweep. Hey, that's even better than I could have imagined. I would never have thought of that, but that's really good. So I said I wasn't going to take any more pack shards, but with getting Trample, my damage goes up so much here that it has to be correct to take this infusion right now. And he gets 2010. Yeah, there's no way that this isn't right. Plus 20, plus 10, that's so strong. That makes this insanely powerful. I mean, my man here is just gonna kill everything. So, all I need now is quick, and we're good. Pretty much. Good old Wingmaker? No, I can't. I was gonna say I could take the -1 size, but that takes up an upgrade slot. So, I can take Wingmaker. That's fine. I don't really need Wingmaker, but it's nice if I miss quick to have it. Was there a value stone here? No. There's a spell chain, but I don't have the card I would spell chain. Oh, there is a +10 piercing actually. That goes on Wingmaker. I'll go to 50 for that. I'm willing. I think that the red number, by the way, it goes red when you enter orange for the next ring. If that makes sense to you. If that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. But I'm thinking about what causes the threat levels on the top here, on the pack shards item. Also, intentionally not killing these guys because any of these that I leave alive I think is more trample damage, but I'm not 100% on that. This turn I don't play Shelter. I play Root Seeds, Echo Transfer, and we get a lot of damage. But yeah, you go 40 is orange here, which is yellow in the next ring. 50 is red in the next ring. Orange in the next ring, red here. There we go, got there. See if this makes my damage go down. It does not, okay. So Trample Sweep is actually not affected. It is affected negatively because those enemies all only take one. I see. I get it. They have to live for it to affect Trample Sweep in a negative manner. I understand. Not worried that much about Echo Right dying here. I'll try to keep him alive. There you go, Echo Right. But like, I don't need him. The boss is down 100 health already. And we have 60 × 2 Trample with 58 HP. What a beautiful Wingmaker though. You gotta play that. It's part of the contract, man. You can't not play that Wingmaker there. What the hell? That was so nice. This is a nice run though, where our scaling is independent from killing enemies. The last run I played of this game, which you missed, of course, is the one where I had Shattered Shell and I had to do all of this thinking about, ooh, can I play this? Oh, I don't know. It's no thought. Head empty. Watch Shattered Shell hit enemy. Click card on Shattered Shell. It's great. I don't want these. Maybe Wurmkin Spike, but I don't think it's worth it. Don't need a unit. Don't need space. This can be energy or draw. Probably energy. I don't know, man. This deck's pretty cheap. I'm gonna go draw. You can't stop me. I'm gonna find a draw relic. I can feel it. I can also... I'm pretty free to just go to a magic shop here. Pop that open and say no thank you. I already took my infusion. But I'm free to make the cards that I care about cheaper. I can -1 these bad boys nice and easy. I'm not going to be duplicating our unit, our Shattered Shell ever, so I can look ahead at the pack shard count. See what we got. Oh, we got 4 temples. Okay. And that's a pretty nice setup right there. I want Repeater. If I don't get Repeater, we just go all the way on Shellsmith. I think the only thing that poses a threat here is damage output from enemies right now. I need some way to make my cards keep being played. And the answer might actually be just to duplicate Shelter 2 more times. Spellshield doesn't worry me. I don't have renewable sources of health right now. So the best thing I can find to make this run stronger is Quick. After Quick, it starts to be a little more uncertain, I would say. I'll put some purples down. I mean, I guess you could find Remove Consume for Shelter in the worst of cases, but ideally we pull a Wurmkin unit that helps us, or no, a Wurmkin card that helps us with our survival problems here. Because as it sits, Echo Right's probably going to die in this combat. 15 by 2 lives because of Spell Shield. I took Spell Shield so I get what I deserve, you know. 31, that's a lot of damage, young man. I don't like that very much at all. It's like Root Seeds, and then it's like Echo Transfer. Oh, I was supposed to play Shelter first. I knew I was gonna mess that up too, I could feel it. Fine, I'll play Shelter later. Nah, fine, I definitely shouldn't be doing that, but you know. We're close as it sits, I feel, to being fine. No Wingmaker bottom floor. I pinged this enemy last turn so I could do Vine Grasp Echo Break on it. Keep Echo Right alive. I go Razor Sharp here. I want to Wingmaker the scary combat round, which is that one. Until I get Quick. Once I get Quick, it's no big deal. Now, the secret play here, the forbidden tech, is to pull our boy to the front. I think it's worth it because it lets Echo Right chill. And then I can pull Echo Right back up to the front in Relentless. Oof, that's kind of frightening. I want to work on killing these. Do I have any more Consumes in this deck? No. So I should Vine Grasp one of them. But my win condition is definitely just make the number very big. You're a Train Steward here. I could use Echo Break to go through one of these spell shields, but I think I shouldn't need to. Grasp you. Skill Enhance here. There's no way that I'm in trouble here. Hello, sorry about the skip there. My OBS crashed again. However, I caught it 7 seconds after the crash actually happened, so I'm just going to pick the recording back up. We watch an OBS like a hawk for this because there's actually no way for me to tell when it crashes. This is the problem. So I have OBS on my left monitor. The window that pops up underneath Monster Train on my main monitor. And it doesn't give me a notification or anything, and there's like, it looks fine. So I'm just gonna, we're gonna carry on, and then if it crashes again, I'm gonna go start troubleshooting, I guess. It's real frustrating though. I don't know what would be causing it. Let me try Crossing Firefox. Maybe that'll help. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna take Wurmkin Etchings here. Absolutely. No doubt about that. And then I like Invigorating Solution. I like clicking on more etches here. guess what I'll do is every 30 seconds I'll just hover over OBS to make sure that I'm still recording. It's a really frustrating problem, but, you know, what can you do, I guess? The answer right now is nothing, because I'm mid-recording, and I don't want to throw out another episode, because if I have to record a third episode today, I'm just going to lose my mind. But I'm hopeful. I have plenty of hope that OBS is not going to crash on me again. At least on Wurmkin etching's very good. We are in a great position on this run. I feel extremely confident in saying this. Okay, still haven't crashed. Great news. +6. I don't feel good about +6 because I don't have quick yet. We're going to go to every steel shop we can from here on to get quick, because that's the last piece of the puzzle. But with Wurmkin etchings too, we get a lot of armor now. But I don't feel good about it without quick on this combat. I think that that's a little bit of hubris if I go for that there. Just a little bit. Now every time I go quiet, it's just going to be me checking if OBS crashed. What a nightmare, man. What a nightmare this is. I hate it. But we persevere. We wait on Wurmkin etchings. I do not want to play it yet. We just keep picking enemies off. I'll pull this one to the front because I'll be able to kill the 10 one. I mean, I guess it makes no difference, actually. That is a meaningless play. Absolutely meaningless decision there. That is like, I mean, it's just a waste, really. There is no point, because this is all gonna die. Just the same. This is the turn where I wish I took energy instead of draw, but it's a good problem to have. So I ignore bottom floor. I'm gonna play 2 consumes up here, so Wingmaker goes mid floor for sure. I could play one, I could just play one of the shelters, and then I could play root seeds. Yeah, it's probably like vine grasp here, root seeds here, and we get shelter for 16. That seems like the best play. Feels good anyway. And then we go, yeah. Now we're scaling, no problem. I mean, we're scaling no problem regardless. We have Trample Sweep among other things, but we gotta make sure we don't get overconfident. We can die to low armor. So, that's what's on the mind here. And then this all dies. I need to not worry about playing Razor Sharp. I need to worry about getting these shelters done on a good turn. That is an acceptable turn. Definitely taking energy after this combat, though, or after the next combat, I should say, given the opportunity. Unless I get something good, right? Because there's, of course, the option to hit an energy relic in the next ring. I am doubtful, but we'll see. Or I could just make my shelters cost less, I suppose. That would also be fine. I'm just gonna press end turn here, if you don't mind. I'm on the clock here before OBS crashes again. Fighting the good fight. Don't do it to me, OBS, I beg you. This card's terrible. I hate Power of Knowledge. I think it has its uses, but for 2 energy, oh. It's tough because I feel like at 1 energy that card might be too good. I don't know, I have trouble seeing it being that strong. Now that I have Wurmkin etchings, unless I get an infinite loop of consumes, I want to just curate my consume pile. Oh, Hef would also give me Trample if I wanted her. I'm okay, Hef. Get out of here. I don't need your help. Okay, we got... Probably... No, I need to go to the magic shop, actually. I want to go look at trinkets, but like 2-1s is definitely the best outcome for me here. Making shelter free is so good for us. And we can put consume on Echo Break. Double stacking another shelter is also fine. 1 energy, but it's double stacked. Also an acceptable turnout. That gets a -1, another +20 consume here. 2 removals, which are gonna go to Echo Break. Nothing really all that bad left in this deck, though. And I want to keep some Echo Breaks. I'll get rid of 1 Root Seeds, but that's probably the last card I remove. And I'll need to take Pack Shards eventually. Should have checked if this had a value stone in it, but it didn't, so it's fine. Oh, I could maybe do... You want to do something a little clunky here? We could do this play, which gives me a second Wurmkin etchings effectively with Spell Chain on it. I get the Wurmkin etchings that I put into the pile back. I don't get any more than that, but that seems okay. Also just play 2 Wurmkin etchings, I guess, but you know, I like this. I think it's fine because I can do it right now. And that is decent. But it's such a nightmare. There's only going to be one thing on my mind for the rest of this recording, man. It is the overriding thought presently. Did OBS crash? Did OBS crash? So far so good, but, you know, I'll just be checking regularly. Do my best. I don't like having the interruption in the video, where it's like the, you know, because there had to be a break where you didn't get to see that combat play out. But, and you didn't get to see the relentless play out, I guess I should say. It's not the end of the world, and I'm willing to overlook it, as I'm sure most of you are, so that I don't have to make my third monster train recording today. It feels all so hopeless. Go ahead and do this. I don't get a whole lot off of etches, but it's still worthwhile, I feel. Oh yeah, this is a big turn. I mean, not a big turn, but a good turn. We want to leave this enemy alive for the trample. And I want to play purples. I want to play Invigorating Solution. Oh, it's going to die to the spell cast, yeah. Oh, not quite, actually. Alright. Never mind. For the most part, this stuff isn't going to make too big of a difference, though. As long as I'm playing my damage spells onto... Now I focus on damage, right? Right now, because my energy is limited, I have to take a... I have to make a choice, right? You make a choice between playing, like, big shelters or playing echo transfers. And I no longer need to make the choice. Well, there I made a choice. The choice I made was to play shelter instead of the Wurmkin etchings more accurately, but it's all good. My man, he's got... We win Relentless because we have a lot of armor, and we win these combats because we have Trample Sweep and 200 damage. So... the only thing that worries me is the mini-bosses on the Divinity at this point. Other than that, we are basically in the clear, I would say. We're a little slow started for the mini-bosses, so I will be looking for solutions to that. If you guys have any, please feel free to drop them below. Let me know what you think. Also, wow, yeah, never mind, this does just go forever, doesn't it? I can keep playing Wurmkin etchings endlessly, because you get the Wurmkin etchings itself back. Yeah, no, I don't know why I didn't think I got to keep going. Definitely do. Goodbye. Still no crashes. Hey, looking good. I'll have to do some research if it keeps happening, though. I'll have to, like, look up the error. Oh, hey, Quick Tome. Cool. Now I don't even need to find Quick. I can even just skip the steel shops, now that I think about it. That's really good. And I'll probably go to one of them just to give him something, but also, whatever. I don't need any removals. I actually think that removing is bad here, because I'm either removing... I can remove Soul Siphon. That card isn't great. But otherwise, I'm okay. I don't want to make any other removals. Trinket Shop. I only have 260 gold. No reason to reroll. Mark of a Champion is not good here. For the greater good, I'm okay. I will take the melee weakness, absolutely. For the greater good's just too expensive here. Melee weakness on strike? Now you're speaking my language. Now I'm interested. 80 pack shards. They offer me repeater, but I don't actually need it anymore. I'll just take the armor. I have my own repeater. I need to take 10 pack shards twice. Let's take an intrinsic for the Wildwood Tome. This card does become a curse after I play it the first time. It gets in the consume set, but that's fine. I don't mind. Quick Trample Sweep. Seems pretty good. I think that Heaven's Seal is a bait, which will make me take a lot of damage here. I also don't need the money for anything. I would use it for nothing because I wouldn't even use it on removals here, so it really is just not worth taking this trial. Shelter is kind of a waste here, but I'll just put it in the pool. It's a shame I don't get any damage scaling off of Etch, but the Trample is well worth it, I feel. Just consume that guy. Oh yeah, pulling them to the front means they eat that consume hit, which is bad because I don't want them to eat the consume hit. I want them to just die and get trampled over. But yeah, this is Trample Sweep in the glory right here. Look at this. This enemy has 287 and dies 64 times 2. What the fuck? That's crazy. There's no way. How does he? Because he doesn't take a swing, right? You see this? How on earth does he die to that? That doesn't seem right to me. That actually seems wrong. I'm really tempted to just press end turn and see how that works, but like, I have to play my cards out. That seems wrong. When I play my cards out, it's gonna be fine. But he was really taking that much damage? Hold on, I gotta slow this down. Oh, it's the melee weakness. I forgot about the melee weakness. Never mind. That makes perfect sense. I apologize. I forgot about melee weakness existing. My mistake. Just give me all the shelters here. Right, melee weakness really makes this fine, huh? Absolutely okay. Our damage requirements are much lower with it. I'm gonna play Shelter. Oh, I can lose the Wurmkin Etchings loop if I put too many cards in the loop, I see. I get you now. I see what the problem may find itself becoming. But what's in here? Shelter? Okay, so it's just Shelter is all I want to play in the loop. I don't want to play Invigorating Solutions. Ow, ow, ow. Because, no wait, I can play 5. I can't play 6. Yeah, but this is also a pretty nice turn to play. But to be fair, I don't really need any more armor. Like, we're well past it. So, it's alright. I have enough armor, I have enough damage, I think. Mini bosses are a problem. It's mostly just me thinking about how I need to fight on the Divinity now. Seraph isn't going to be a problem, I don't think, once we get started. I don't imagine so. Unearth Remains, I'm okay. You could take Broken Memories, but... Oh, Ensnare is a good card here. Ensnare is the nice little get-out-of-jail card here. Now we go left, because I can't even take anything at the steel shop now. I'd love a Permafrost. Oh, you know what? No, Remove Consume is completely meaningless for my Quick Tone. Makes no difference. I just want to make damage spells cost less. Or rather, buff spells cost less. Oh, I'll duplicate Razor Sharp Edge here. Purge Stone is tough. I don't really want to purge anything. I guess I could purge Invigorating Solution because it kind of gets in the way at right now. I could have also given it a -1. It's fine. Does it have Purge and Consume? No, it does not. It just has Purge. Too bad. Don't want any Consumes. I do want -1. Razor Sharp. I don't want to do like Holdover and Snare here. Just to be safe. I don't think I need damage. I don't think I need to do Holdover damage scaling. I think just Holdover and Snare is fine. Duplicate. Probably a Razor Sharp. Yeah, probably a Razor Sharp. I don't think I have the Echoes to play 2 Echo Transfers and these Shelters very well. And let's rock. Yeah, this guy here. I'm not making another removal. I don't want anything else gone. OBS still has not crashed. I continue to monitor it. You're still hearing me? However, this is roughly the amount of time it was before it crashed last time. I did close Firefox though, so perhaps it was Firefox causing the issues. There's a problem here, which is that Seraph is going to get an insane amount of damage in on Echo, right? Like an absolutely unconscionable amount of damage. I actually think that it's so much so. I don't want to play bottom floor here, just because I don't want to give him 2 rallies out the gate here. I can play like this, and I can just purge these. I can give him one incant instead of 2 rallies, which seems better. But he does come down the bottom floor on this next turn, which is an issue in itself. If I lose Echo right, things are very bad for me. So yeah, let's not let that happen. Seems fine. I need to just maximize my armor gain on this turn. Once we get out of this turn, we're probably stable, because I have 2 turns to really start scaling up here. I don't think I need to keep the Ensnare. But it's unstable right now. It's a little bit frightening. Does not trigger Consumes. How sad. Go like this. I haven't checked OBS in a minute. I had to check. We get 52 armor. We get this. The problem is that we take a double hit here, right? It's a double melee weakness strike that he gets on you. Yeah, indeed. So this is 90, 93-ish. We have enough, I think. Yeah, with this shelter we should have enough for sure. Sadly, do I have too many cards in the Wurmkin etchings? I don't think I do. Be careful with my incants, man. I need to not be playing you like that. But this is, incants are only worth 3 and consumes are worth 14, so I think we're fine. We pull back those 3 cards here. This one seems probably worthwhile. Just to have more things to consume next turn. It's 136 is what you're at, so I'm okay to play 2 more. My weakness comes in. It's like, he's putting a lot of damage on us. It's kind of bullshit that this boss gets to just make me take unavoidable 100 damage hits, but at the same time I also can just, I can just tank it, so it's okay. I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, so it's like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that one, right? Like, as bullshit as this boss is, I did also just put 154 armor up on that turn, so fuck you, Sarah. Ligma. Hold that, loser. I'm even gonna Vine Grasp you now. Oh, I'm patient. Seraph, I'm so cool. I put melee weakness on you. Loser. He loses the fight. And then I kill him. Yeah. And then he dies. Because I put up 100 armor per turn. And realistically, it's just like, you know, on the real, that boss isn't bullshit, you just have to plan for it. And my plan for it was, I'm going to put up 100 armor per turn. I'm going to out-armor his force damage. And I did that. And it worked. And I like that. And now we have no reason not to play top floor, of course. Everything from here could be pretty bog-deep standard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We just put up enough armor to not die early, and we should be fine. There's no force damage other than 9 per round. 9 per round, significantly easier to deal with than 100 every other round. Much less of an issue. So yeah, we're at 62 already. We're chilling. Damage would be the only thing to be worried about since we don't have great scaling. Usually this is where you see Shattered Shell really take off for you, because you get these massive waves, and as long as you can meet the requirements, you really start to blast off. But I need to play this now. Maybe I don't need to play it now, but I feel like I should play it now. I just kind of stall out here on these turns when I'm armoring up. And it's a problem. It's a little bit of an issue to stall out like this, I feel. Pull you up front because you might actually live when I slam all these shelters out. 1, 2, 3, 4, Echo Break, Wurmkin etchings, and then you break the loop. You can loop that forever, but you break the loop on this turn because I need to start scaling my damage up again. Thankfully, I have melee weakness on Strike, and I have Trample. Otherwise, this would probably be a little more of a challenge. Could just jail this guy, but I'm gonna not. I'm gonna jail him on top floor, more accurately. He is getting jailed, though. Yeah, our damage output is pretty low, but at the same time with melee weakness and Trample, the increase made me do less damage because of Trample. Damage up equals damage down. It's okay, it was definitely going to be a damage down anyway. Playing spells to do less damage will never not be weird to me, but it's fine. It's how the mechanic works. It's not like a super weird thing, it's just kind of goofy, you know? Make sure we get there. I mean, boss is taking like 600 per round at this point. OBS is gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I'm gonna finish a Monster Train recording today. Huge. What a W for Team Us. I love to see it. Is he dead this round? He's not dead this round. I just want this combat to end so I don't have to worry about OBS anymore. I want to finish the episode so that I can just, like, set it and be done with it. I don't like this feeling. Get me out of here. I'm paranoid. OBS, how could you do this to me? I switched off of Streamlabs for you. Anyway, I got a little bit sidetracked in this episode, but I hope you can forgive me. I hope that this one's real. I hope you hear this. End transmission. And I gotta give you the seed first. Did I generate a challenge for that last one? I think I did. I'll have to pull that off of my... I think I have to take that off of my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is a sticky. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one, OBS willing.